Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today I am going to share with you what's been going on in 2024 in my life. So, it has been a very intense 2024 so far. I started with my planners. Of course, I'm in my Hobonichi. This is my VDS Undyed. I love it. I've been taking it with me everywhere, even for travel. I went to the Philadelphia Pen Show, my very first pen show. I was extremely nervous and I went by myself. But I was hoping to meet some people and kind of find some like minded individuals who would want to like journal and things. It didn't work out that way, but I am excited and happy for the experience. I have met Aziza, and she is very bubbly and so kind. And that was a nice experience. I attended her class on Friday. I paid for the 3 day because I really wanted to have the opportunity to get there early for signups for grinds because I missed out on the signups online for each of the Nimmeisters that were going to be there. So I knew I wanted the 3 day pass. I knew I wanted the early pass. So that's what I got. Did I go all 3 days? No. Did I go? I only went one day. And I think it was also because of the timing. I had a work trip on the Monday afterwards, and this was my very first like work trip in years. So, one, I had to mentally prepare for that. So I was like, there's no way I could go to the pen show on Saturday and Sunday. I also had my child's basketball game on Saturday, so it kind of threw me off. I really wanted to be there, and then to do that and go to the pen show afterwards, I would have been in traffic. So since I was driving, so it didn't work out. As you can tell, I also have this cold, whatever to call it. I don't know. Trying to get over that. Anyway, the show was fun. I did get to talk to quite a few people because I was there early. I They say the Philadelphia Pen Show is like a good starter show. It's not too small, but it's not overly large. I thought it was really good size. Um, I do wish I uh, planned, had more people that I could have met there. Uh, and I think maybe had I gone on a Saturday, I maybe would have met more people in on that day than on Friday. Friday felt a little slow, and I'm not sure if it's usually like that because it's still a work day. So yeah, but it's nice to go to uh, be able to grab things at the beginning. So I kind of missed out on that. There were individuals who I met in the class I took with Aziza who went to some of the tables that they really wanted to go to first because they knew that there was going to be some new item there, and I didn't really have that knowledge. So when I first got to the show, I did get there right on time. I actually got there 5-10 minutes early, and then they of course won't let you go in until exactly the time that they open, which was 9 o'clock for those who had the early pass and 10 o'clock for regular admission. So I was there exactly at 9. I went in and people were still setting up. So I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also like not that great because even though they're still setting up, they may not even be ready until 10 when everyone else comes in anyway. But anyway, so the first place I went to is Kirk Spears Table because I wanted to sign up. When I got there, the person who was supposed to be there to get their first dip grade didn't show. So I asked him, I was like, oh, can I start? He's like, oh, let's give him a little bit of time. So I walked around a little bit, and I ran into an individual setting up for the Heinz table. And he was very nice. And we just sparked a conversation with him and with uh, his buddy. I forgot, there was a table next to him, but they were funny, and we just had a conversation. We were talking for like almost 30 minutes, and they were kind of giving me some tips on what to do, and just like best practices, I guess you could say. So I really enjoyed talking to them. And then I went to Kirk Spear's table and I got my grinds. So some of the grinds I got a Tanto nib, which was ground on my Goya pen, but because the nib is, you could take it out, I decided to put it on my Franklin Christoph. So I have a Tanto nib that says Goya on here, and it is very juicy. I made sure that when I was testing it, that he would let me, he would make it really wet. And so this one is great. Then I ended up getting a vanishing point, and I think I had mentioned that to someone about my plans and what I wanted to get. So I decided to get a vanishing point. I picked this one. I'm actually a little disappointed I didn't pick something with a little bit more color because uh, I wanted something for work, but at the same time, I could have gone with something with a little bit more color. And but either way, I got this one, and I ended up getting a grind on it, and it was a cursive italic grind. So, and I think it was on a fine. Yeah, I think I got it on a fine. So this one writes good. It's not as sharp. So when I tested it, I said it's a little sharp. Can you kind of curve it a little bit? So he customized that, and that rates great. And then I brought about 6 pens with me, and I brought it in my case from Esterbrook. And this is, I brought 3 pens that were inked and 3 pens I wanted to possibly get grinds on. I didn't get an opportunity to get any grinds from anyone else because they were already full, unfortunately. So I have to note, next time I need to plan ahead and make sure, if I'm interested in getting grinds from other people, to make sure to sign up in advance. But I did get this one fixed. This is my Scribo, and my Scribo Puma, and I ended up having him just clean it up and make it a wet writer. It is a fine. And remember, if you've watched me for a while, I said that the the angle is really low to the paper, and I usually have a higher angle. So I told him it needs to be smooth and tuned, and I need a higher angle to write with, and I need it wet. He did exactly that. So this one is now like definitely going to be in my rounds more often because I can write with it. And when I think about it, I'm like, why didn't I try to get more nibs ground? At the time, I got 3 ground in about 30 minutes, and then everyone started coming in, and all the other individuals who had scheduled times started coming in, and I think I kind of pushed them back a little bit later. So he was probably a little bit off schedule for a bit. But I'm so thankful I was able to get these done. Now I wish, or at least I know for next time, I have a better plan or I'll make a better plan to make sure I can get more nibs ground and customized to my liking. I picked the Tanto nib because I wanted something different. And now that I'm, so far in this journey with my fountain pens, I've noticed that there are fountain pens that aren't really like my interest in buying more and getting more fountain pens. is dwindling a little bit. So I'm not like rushing, or I don't know if it's just this year or just in this moment. I am not like jumping online from an email to see, oh, what are some new pens out there that I can find, and spend a ton of money that I don't need to spend. Um, Now I'm kind of like, now that I've experienced a pen show, I'm kind of like, I want to put some more thought into what I currently have and what isn't working for me and how I can make it work for me better. So the pens I did not get customized was my Leonardo Aqua Petra, I think it is. And this is just a broad nib. It writes fine. But having something a little bit more customized and different would be nice, because I have a ton of Leonardo's and the pens write pretty much the same. And so thinking about that for next time. This one also, my Montegrappa, it's just, it could write better. It needs a tuned smooth, and it's just blah, right? So thinking about that for next time. I'm hoping I will be able to go to the DC Pen Show this year. So that would be something I want to try to plan out and get some custom grinds on my pens. Now, did I buy any fountain pens? Yes. So again, I bought this one at Kirk's shop, and then he customized the nib. And then I also got this one from Franklin Christoph. It is gorgeous. They didn't tell me what it's called, so I don't know the name of the color because I was distracted and didn't think to ask. But it was the one of the few that were left that had like sparkles, very feminine, like whimsical, has these nice pretty sparkles in it. It's semi-transparent but very pretty. And I don't know what I was thinking, like I got there early to do nib grinds, but at the same time I should have walked around the tables a little bit more to see some of their cool like barrels and materials, which I didn't do. Had I done it, I'm pretty sure I would have bought a few more um, unique pens. So anyway, I'm so happy with this one. And with this one, I decided to get a gold nib, my first Franklin Christoph gold nib. And so it looks like this. I don't think I think that their gold nibs have like a darker, you see the color inside the nib. I think that is an indication that it's a gold nib. So if I were to compare it to another Franklin Christoph, which I don't have nearby me at the moment, but I think that the inside is not colored like it is with this one. So this is a gold fine. The nice thing about some of the tables is that with Franklin Christoph specifically, they have all of the nib available to you to write with. So I did take all the samples and write with them to see like, oh, do I really want a gold nib or do I want a SIG nib? And I tried all the different SIG sizes, SIG sizes that they had, and to see which one would work best for me. So I was kind of trying to decide between a gold fine, a gold medium, a SIG fine, and a SIG medium. I have SIGs, but I don't have a gold nib. Although the gold nibs are more expensive than the SIGs. So I was like, what am I going to do? I decided to get a gold nib in the fine. It's on this pen, and I love it. It writes perfect. There was no need to adjust the nib at all. So they put that on, and I was able to take it with me. So I walked around a little bit more. They had two rooms. The first room is the room that had some more of like the bigger companies, so Pilot, Franklin Christoph, Pen Realm, and Schoen. shown design, which I'm like fighting myself that I didn't go to that table because he had some unique finds there. And it was like right next to Pen Room. Anyway, the other rooms had a lot of like ballpoint pens and antique pens and not really modern, not as much modern pens. So I kind of felt like I was expecting a little bit more, but for my first pen show, I'm happy with where I landed with what was available. So some of the other things I got, I got this pen holder. This is a German brand. It's like has an equation as the name, E equals something, but it has this base which is felt, and then the holes inside, they have different colors. So they had a one with like a reddish color and one with green. This is the one with white, and they have different hole sizes, so you could use it for more than just pens. And the bigger hole sizes could fit multiple pens if you allow it. Some of the small hole sizes won't even fit certain pens. So this one fits my Frank and Christoph, but it doesn't fit to this one. So it's meant for different pens. I like it. It has a soft felt underneath, and it allows me to put as many pens as I can. So what else did I get? I got an ink, Monkey Head Nebula from Colorverse. This is such a pretty ink, and it works even in a smaller nib. I did get some of the Iroshizuku Pilot ink cartridges. This is black. Takisubi. And what else did I get? So that was it. I didn't go too crazy down the rabbit hole. I had a semi-budget, so I can't quite say I blew my budget, but I definitely didn't spend anywhere close to $1,000. It was probably closer to $500 if I were to include parking and my admission fee. I did take my Superior Labor bag. You can see I have my little tag here, which they give you as admission into the show. And I stuffed it. I even brought some stickers. I have some stickers from different shops. They had Esterbrook there, and they had a new tool case that has Esterbrook's logo on it. I didn't get it because I was also a little bit limited in what I could carry because it was just me. So I was like, I can't get all these things because then it would be hard to carry. Plus, I was downtown. I was by myself, so I was a little bit nervous about going into the garage with a whole bunch of stuff in my hands, So I tried to just focus on my pens and maybe get a few things here and there that I liked. So that's pretty much what I did. So I met Aziza, and we did I took her class of the, it's like ink swinging. And so we played with inks and just chatted. There was about 7 of us. Yeah, 7 of us. And so it was very intimate, and it was just nice to meet her in person and to just play around with inks. So had a great time. Then I took a work trip, and had to jump from all my fun fountain pen stuff to work trip stuff, but also bring my journal, my planner, and some pens. So I pretty much took this guy, and I took this. And I took a thing of stickers, hoping to journal. I did journal a couple times, but I did not get an opportunity to use my stickers because I usually add stickers afterwards. I couldn't do that because I fell asleep because I was extremely exhausted. And then I came back. I actually came back early, a whole half day early. So instead of coming back early on a Friday morning, I came back on a Thursday evening because of the snowstorm that hit us a couple days ago. And I was worried I would get stuck where I was. Luckily, I didn't. And so now I'm here and I'm playing with a whole mess on my desk, and I will share with you what that looks like. I hope you guys are having a really good 2024 so far. I will be doing some more videos on like my planning, how that's going. I will say that so far I've only been able to use this one planner, and I have, I think, 3 other planners that I had planned on using, and I haven't started them, and most likely this is probably how it's going to be for the rest of the year. I'm most likely not going to be able to use them, which is just unfortunate. I just don't have the time anymore. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. And Happy New Year. I will see you guys soon. Bye. So this is the state of my desk. Oh, it's a mess. I do want to give a shout out to Haisu for sending me some samples, and she also reached out to me to send these Hobonichi bags, which are the ones I didn't have, and I sent her one of my duplicates, which was the How Are You? So now I have 3 bags, which is really fun. How I'm going to use them, I haven't quite decided, but I do like to obviously hang my items on my wall over here, like that. Try not to show too much. Trying to hang it over here, and so that's most likely what I will still continue to do. Also, thank you to Rhonda for sending me some Ferris wheel cartridges, and thank you for those who sent me letters. I have yet to respond back. So sorry for the delay. Here's a close-up of that beautiful fountain pen. I also took this one, but I didn't even write with it. I wrote with my new pen. So yeah, I don't know, I guess I was hoping to meet people and do like a meet at a like coffee shop or something, somewhere on the corner, a corner shop, to do some journaling, but that didn't really happen. So yeah, I took this with me on my trip, and I have some Twisbies in there that are inked already. I have been writing, majority of my writing in my planner is with these pens, the Hobonichi pens, the Uni Jetstream, and it's been going really well, and I will share more about my planner in another video. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!